Okay, it says that I'm live. I don't know what else to do if this isn't working. Okay, can you see me now? And can you hear me? Oops. Am I on? Oh my gosh, that was ridiculous. See what happens when I go on vacation and come back? My computer doesn't even know how to work anymore. Okay, so you didn't see anything, right? You didn't see the unboxing of my auction wins. Get back. So I guess I will start completely over then. Okay. Well, um, what I was saying is that I'm trying something a little different tonight. I'm going to try stitching in hand so I don't have a frame. I did move my camera, so it's going to be a little different for me. I'm going to try it, see how it works. Um, Thank you. I had an interesting camping trip. We'll just say that. Yeah, I know I'm out of shot right now. Um, so I'm gonna start over here real quick, and then I'll tell you all about my camping trip. My first auction win is too big to show, so I'm just gonna show you my pictures. You probably saw it on the group, um, but see if I can't. It it's an 80 by 125, and it literally takes up my entire recliner. That's it. That's laying over my recliner. The back of the recliner is up here, and then down here is the foot. Whoops. Um, Very, very clear, crisp, lots and lots of thread, lots of 939 came with it. This is the image right here. I know it's a little blurry. I don't want to touch my camera too much because, like I was saying before, uh, I realized you guys could not see or hear me. I broke my stand for it, and so the little nut that holds it from going up and down broke off, and so I'm afraid to touch it because it will collapse. Um, so let's go back to actually showing off. I'm gonna try to zoom out without screwing everything up here. I'm afraid to touch it. Okay. So this one here is my other auction win. She is 50 by 70. Again, she's pretty big to show. And so I am going to just kind of quickly show you real here. Um, we got all the beautiful floss. And then what I wanted to show is just how amazing this print is. Now this is 16 count. Now I'm going to zoom back in. And I want you to see, look at how crisp and clear all of these are. The whole thing is like that. Just, I am blown away. It is beautiful, beautiful. So I had to start the big one, the other one that I showed you, the 80 by 125, and I'm doing that stitching in hand as well. It's I have a pillowcase that I have it stuffed in because it's so long. But now I will show you what I got done on the dragon while I was on vacation. Oops, shoot. Sorry guys, I touched it and it dropped. See if I can't. I'll just go out here. Wish I had one that auto focuses. One of these days I'm gonna have to get a new one. Yes, the new print is just unbelievable. Okay, so that's how much I got done on vacation. And I did a lot of it A lot of it in the car on the way down. I started stitching in hand, and I'm switching over to color by color. We'll see how long I last at that. But I want to do the one I'm working on right now is 939, so I want to just keep going with that. But I'm pretty impressed. I got a lot done. I'm doing better with the stitching in hand than I was before. And I think what's really helping is that I'm doing one color at a time, and I'm doing the one that has the most color. And so I think that's going to help me with my tension. It doesn't look as bad as it did. Um, Either that or I'm just getting used to it. Get your nose out of here, bub. Come on, get back. Good boy. All right. So I am just going to hope that I'm somewhat in the camera here, you guys. Like I said, it's different for me doing it like this, but I didn't want to put it back on the stand and then try to start stitching again. I've gotten kind of used to doing it this way, and I do really like it. I am a lot faster with it. Um, I'm just learning how to control my tension. And then I thought about, I could turn it, flip the fabric around, but I'm really trying to just do it without twisting and changing it too much. So hopefully you guys can see. So now my vacation. So it was wonderful. Tennessee is just beautiful. I have a very high anxiety dog. Um, and he would not eat. And he's been camping with us before. He's my German Shepherd Husky mix. He's been camping with us before. This guy right here that's trying to put his nose in the way. Um, but I don't know if it was just because this is the first one of the season or what, but 6 days this dog would not eat. I probably spent over $100 on food for him. Went through 5 different kinds of dog food. I bought 3 pounds of hamburger. I bought 2 rotisserie chickens, couple cans of green beans, couple cans of carrots, and rice. And I tried getting him to eat, and he would not. He was really, really worrying me. He was drinking okay, acting, he was scared. Um, but the only thing that I could get him to eat was just a couple of bites of chicken, just a couple of bites every day. And I was really, really worried about him. And so I, reached out to my vet, and she's like, well, anxiety alone won't cause them to not eat like that for that long. There's something wrong. So the whole time I'm worried that, he's gonna die, and I don't know what to do. And so I was just trying to nurse him along. I mean, like I said, he was acting fine. He had energy. He was drinking, and he was going to the bathroom. Everything was good on that part of it. He just did not want to eat. And so, I convinced myself, I don't know what happened here, but I convinced myself that there was something wrong with him, blah, blah, blah. And then it's like, okay, I need to get home with him. I don't have a vet down there. We were down in Pigeon Forge, and of course that's a tourist town. And so I can only imagine what vet cost would be down there. And again, he was still eating and drinking, and I'm a vet tech, I know what to look for, but when they're my animals, I become a mom and I start to panic a little bit. And so I had to just kind of keep talking myself down on it. Well, he was eating enough to sustain himself, not vomiting, nothing like that. Well, then all of a sudden he started to have, um, how would I say this without offending anybody? Um, Loose stool. Okay. So he started having loose stool. And I figured that's because all he's eating is chicken. That's fine. It wasn't very much because he's not eating very much. And so the last day, or not the last day, but we're heading home, right? So we're in the truck, we're heading home, we're going through downtown Pigeon Forge, and I don't know if you guys have ever been there or not, but it's busy. There's it's a tourist, all kinds of shops and shows and theaters and all this kind of stuff. So there's no place to stop. Well, he decided to get sick in the back seat of the truck. He vomited a little bit. Okay, so we stop, we get gas, I clean that up. We get going again, and again, we're still kind of going through the heavy traffic area. And all of a sudden, he starts crying. I don't even know why I'm telling you guys this, but this is the my life. Okay, this is how it goes with me. So he's crying and he's panting, and I'm like, it's okay, Loki, you're fine, just relax. And he had a accidental toot in the back seat of the truck and had a little bit of oopsie in his toot. And so here we are. We're stuck in traffic, stoplights. I climb into the back seat, and luckily I know to have little like baby wipes with me with dogs. So I'm cleaning that up. And then of course nobody wants the dogs, they don't want to sit on that side. So they're all crammed on the other side. So anyways, I'm still worried at this point because now, he's having issues. It's like this is gonna be a long ride home. Well, that was it. He didn't go again. 2 days in the car, he was just fine. We get home, and I am not kidding you, this dog would not eat for 6 days. And we get home, and he is tearing into his food. I figured I was going to have to go get into the vet. I was going to have to do blood work on him, figure out what was going on. I had convinced myself that his liver and his kidneys were shutting down and he was dying on me. And no, he's just that anxious that he starved himself for 6 days because he just wanted to be home. So we get home, no more loose stool, wonderful appetite, doing just good. So I'm a little, yeah, he's looking at me. He knows I'm talking about him. Um, I'm looking at him going, I don't know that we want to take him again, but yeah, I can't leave him home because he's a mess when I'm not around. So that was quite interesting. We on the way down there, I don't know if anybody's the Rod Rod Run show, something, some big car show. I don't know, but anyways, we were 3 miles. It's 3 miles through Seaverville, Pigeon Forge to the campsite, and there's a lot, like I said, a lot of stoplights and stuff. So 3 miles, we were stopped in traffic and we would move only inches. It took us 3.5 hours to go 3 miles to where we were able to get to the campground. And this is with the truck and the trailer. So that's how it started, the vacation. And then that's how the vacation ended. So I don't know if I am cursed. Um, I don't know how many mirrors I broke and wasn't paying attention when I was younger. I don't know. I don't know. But it was So we decided then while we were down there, beautiful weather, and we thought, let's go for a ride. So we went for a ride in the mountains. And we were we were really, really high up, and it was kind of the switchback, very, very narrow roads, and you were going up kind of like these steep little hills, and you couldn't see on the other side of them. And it's, basically only room for one car to go through there. And that was kind of cool. I mean, it was a little, I don't think that one goes there. I got a little anxious, only because, you know, we didn't know how long it would last, how far we were going. Um, but it was really neat to see. I got some good pictures, and it's amazing. There were people. I mean, this mountain was really, really tall, and to the point where my ears wouldn't even pop. I could not get them to pop. But there's people live up there, so people literally have to drive through those crazy switchback roads with cliffs and just to go to the store. But the view, I can't even imagine what their view is from like their living room or whatever. Um, but then we then went through the Smoky Mountain National, uh, or not, yeah, Smoky Mountain National Forest, something like that. I don't know. It was a drive. It was 33 miles. It took us a couple of hours. And then I realized watching the GPS, we were out of service for quite a while, but the GPS then says that we're in North Carolina. So we went from Tennessee to North Carolina through the mountains, and we got to the other side, and we're looking at the map, and on the GPS, the only way to get back is the way we came. So we got to go through the mountains twice to get back, but that was just amazing scenery. They have like, I don't know, creeks or little streams slash rivers. Oh man, it was gorgeous. But the whole time I was worried because, of course, we left the dogs in the camper, and I have kennels that I put them in. Just I like kennels. Um, but then here you are going through these mountains, and you figured it was a quick little drive, and it wasn't. And then you find that there's no highway that you can take to where you can get up to speed, and because 33 miles really isn't that bad, but 33 miles is bad when you can only go 20, 25, sometimes less. But it was, all in all, it was good, even with the little accidents and the sickness. And but I think our next trip is just going to be up to Mackinac Bridge, which is a lot closer to home if he was to not feel very good, which, like I said, we went camping 4 or 5 times last year and he was just fine. I feel like I'm really talking a lot, you guys. Do I still have you here? You can still hear me? Okay, cool. Awesome. I am seeing a lot of progress on the Dragon Eye, you guys. I love it. It is helping keep me motivated. I don't know anymore. I stopped counting, so I don't know if I am where I should be for now. I mean, I keep telling myself, got a whole year. It'll be fine. So we'll see. I should have went over into this thicker area here so that I could stitch a little bit more instead of moving around so much with you guys, but and I'm sure those of you that are really good with stitching in hand are probably just cringing watching me, but I'm still learning. It is more comfortable to do it this way. Like it doesn't bother my shoulders or my, for some odd reason, it doesn't bother my neck either. Oh, yes, the logbook is live on the website, you guys. Sandy created a stitching logbook. I need to get mine ordered. Need to recover from vacation. Um, I want to get one. I need to find a better way to, I don't know how you guys do it, or if you have any recommendations, but how do you keep count? I try. I had a little paper that I was, doing 10 or whatever, but sometimes when I'm watching TV and I just want to mind numb stitch and watch TV, I don't want to count. So I don't know really how to keep up with my daily count. So if you guys have any recommendations, I know they've got those little counters, but then that's just one more step that I got to remember to click when I'm stitching. Oh, you go through and manually count them. Oh, well, you know what? That's an idea. Nikki, why I'm that boring? You fell asleep on me before. You're gonna give me a complex, girl. One of these days I'm gonna fall asleep on you guys while I'm doing this. I'm so tired. You need a vacation to recoup from your vacation, I think. And I'm just messing with you too, by the way. You're doing that you don't have that for your stamped kit, do you, on the PDF? That's what I do like about having the because Pattern Keeper will keep track of it for me, and I really like that. It even tells you the percentage. Hmm. Well, maybe I might have to get that then, because that would be nice to. It'd be easier to keep up with it. Oh, that's right. Yeah, it won't go in Pattern Keeper, so it's good notes. Okay. Yeah, don't forget to go on and check out that logbook because that is I want it for just to keep track of all my kits because I can't keep up with what I have anymore. I know there's people out there that have more than me, and I've got quite a few started too, so it'd be nice to kind of have something, just a quick reference to see which ones I have started, how far I am in them. And she spent a lot of time working on that, you guys. It is gorgeous. So why are you being difficult with me? Uh, no, I've always been a stand. Like I've always had a stand, whether it be a Q snap, and then I got my little floor stand to hold it. I tried. Oh my goodness, excuse me, you guys. I told you I'm gonna fall asleep next. I was doing my B one, and I taught myself the in hand stitching, and my tension was all over the place. And then so I went back to the stand and man, it just didn't this is way more comfortable doing it this way. So I thought, I'm going to try because I did all of the eye that was all done in the stand. And I thought, I'm going to try again and I'm going to try doing color by color. And I don't know if it's because I'm doing a bigger area, but my tension is a lot better than doing in sections where I'm only doing just a couple of stitches of each color. And so I'm doing the most first, which is 939. It's all the green. I'm going to try to do the whole thing like that and then go to the next color and just work my way through it that way and see if I can keep going with it. Now when it gets to the part where, I've got your more confetti areas or your ninja, is it ninja stitches? I don't know, whatever the single stitches are. I might put it back in a frame for that. Um, Only because I worry about my tension. And I think it's when I'm like tying them off or pulling them through. I think I do it a little too tight. Sorry guys if I'm making you dizzy. I'm not even really paying attention to the camera. I'm just over here stitching. Um, I think, I might pull it a little too tight when I do that. So, but to me, now that the fabric is getting softer, like I said, it's way more comfortable. It's more comfortable with my shoulders, my back. Yeah, it is nice to make it bigger, definitely. Oh, so that the one that I have, the six, or I'm sorry, the 80 by 125, the the paper legend on that, I'm 5'4", and it's almost as tall as me, so I think it's got to be about 5 foot. It is massive, and I thought about even just like kind of cutting it down a little bit, but I'm afraid to do that as well. I don't want to mark on those. I don't want to cut them. I don't know why. I'm never gonna use them for anything. On the thicker ones, I struggle holding it too. This one here, like if once I get way over to this side, it does start to hurt my hand a little bit holding it. But then I find that I squeeze it for some odd reason. I need to tell myself to relax and not squeeze so hard. Oh, I gotta get a drink. I've been talking too much. Okay. I am going to find the pattern that's up for grabs tonight and show you guys the cute little thing for the top secret word. I don't know if you guys all saw it or not, but it's under on the featured tab, and it's this little fairy with the kitten. And of course, it's an orange tabby, and those are so sweet and can be so saucy. I love the little orange tabbies. They're so naughty, so naughty, but it is adorable. So once again, Sandy, you knocked it out of the park. And then, okay, so I will say the top secret word now, you guys. Oh, Linda, you have one? Yeah. Aren't they? They're mischievous little buggers, or did you get um the well-behaved one? Anyways, top secret word. They are, yeah. Make sure to comment under the featured post, and I'm gonna do this, Sandy. I got this. Serendipity. That is the top secret word. Serendipity. It is an awesome movie. I don't know if you guys have ever watched it or not, but it's really, really cute. It's probably from the 90s, maybe early 2000s. Um, I don't think that that's where the top secret word came from, but that's what I think of when I say it. He's a silly one. Yeah, they are so sweet and lovable though too. And so are the black cats. Oh my goodness. They are some of the most loving, cuddly cats. And then you've got your torties, the tortoiseshell. They are just little devils. Calicos are a close second to that. Calicos are very particular. No, they're all good. They're all good eggs. I've got a dilute calico. She is probably 16 now. Um, she's she can be very demanding. Um, she's not saucy at all. She's very, very sweet, but she is very demanding. When she wants to be fed, she wants to be fed now, and it better be as much as she thinks she needs in her bowl. Because if you get it wrong, you will hear about it for hours. She has always had, and it's because she's got that dilute gene, but she's always had some skin issues. Um, Mostly on her face. A lot of times when you get that dilute gene like that, have they do have some issues. But she was when I was working at the animal hospital, she was brought in. Somebody had seen a tent blowing. It was a very windy day, and somebody saw a tent blowing through the field, and they stopped to get the tent because it was blowing around. And once they did, something meowed inside of it, and there was this little kitten, and they brought it in, and I took it home. Just, the owners came forward. We never did find the owners, and 16 years later, I still have her. She's my little tent kitty. All right, you crash out. Enjoy your evening. I didn't even realize that it was Easter until we were on our way home on Saturday, and my daughter said that she was coming up. Her grandma on her dad's side had asked her to please come over for Easter dinner, and so she come up from Indiana. So I got to hang out with her and my grandkids this morning too. So that was really cool. I will be ready for bed when it's time. So the way this camera is setting and stitching in hand, is this okay if I continue to do the streams like this? I actually haven't been diamond painting much lately. Um, I have a custom that I need to get done for my daughter-in-law. It was one of her of my grandbabies, sorry. And I wanted to get it done for Mother's Day. I have not. I did a little corner of it. I haven't done much else. I've been working on cross stitch, and then I also have been putting in some puzzles together. I bought a puzzle when I was out camping, and well, two puzzles, and put those together. But other than that, it's mainly just cross stitch right now. I do need to start working on it. I got to get it done. I need to find or get a different table for the diamond painting because right now I just do it on like a folding table and it really does start to hurt my back after a while. And so I want to get one of those art tables. I'm hoping that that would help. Come on, come on. There we go. Oh, good. I'm glad that it's working out, that you guys can see it and everything. I'm struggling right now. I am noticing that my needle is starting to bend a little bit, so I think it's from the scooping. I don't do so well going in this direction. And now I'm thinking about it, and so I'm doing worse. I'm also getting to where I'm holding more in this hand over here too. I am glad that I didn't give up on the stitching in hand, even as awkward as it looks for me to do it. I feel like I do stitch a lot faster this way when everything cooperates, I do. Um, I do believe we've got, let me look here. We have the diamond painting auction coming up this weekend, I believe. Let me double check my dates. Yeah, the last weekend of the month. So it would be Saturday and Sunday. So the 26th and the 27th is the diamond painting auction in the diamond painting group. And it's the diamond painting auction group. And then for cross stitch, the auction coming up will be May 3rd and May 4th. Again, that's going to be amazing as always. I look forward to that. I won't be able to do much this time, money wise, right now, recovering from vacation. Um, but I'm pretty excited. I'm excited to see the choices. I love voting on images. I've seen some pretty amazing images coming onto the group lately. Sandy's been doing her creative images. I love to see them. The little dragons. Oh my gosh, they were so cute. One of these days, though, I'm hoping I will have a finish, but I doubt it. I am a serial starter. I don't know why I got a little, this one here, little piece that didn't want to go down in, so I'm going to try to tack it. Just one part of the thread for some odd reason. All right, I think I got it down. I am using 4 right now for the 16 count. I was trying with 3, but then some colors it seemed to do okay, but then of course when you have the darker colors like this, especially with that brighter color behind it, it shows through. And this is even on 4, you can see where it's, well, you probably can't see it on camera. Well, maybe like that. It is shining through a little bit, but once once you wash it and the ink goes away, the fabric shrinks a little bit, your floss kind of fluffs out a little bit. I think it'll be just fine. I wouldn't want to go any more than 4 for sure. Oh goodness, yeah, you got to be tired, Jen. We will see you next week. Thank you for coming and hanging out. I actually am gonna have to probably shut it down here too. I had a half a day at work today because I spent the morning with the kids. Um, but tomorrow it's back to normal. Got a lot of catching up to do with being gone. Yeah, I am gonna call it, guys. I got quite a little chunk done tonight, even with all that rambling I did. So, all right. I will see you next week, Monday, for I think we're on week 4 right now of the stitch along. And then so next week I will see you Monday for week 5 at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And hopefully we will see you in the diamond painting group for the auction. Get you some awesome diamond paintings. If not, I will see you in the cross stitch group. I will post a picture of my progress probably tomorrow, and then I would love to see your guys' progress on the thread. All right, everybody, have a good night. We'll see you next week. Bye.